Hello trainers, how you all doing? This is Shani. I'm speaking, bringing you some Ultra League battles in the Go Battle League. It's been a while since I posted the video, so I'm sorry for that, but I hope you really enjoyed this video, featuring Escavalier in the lead and Dragonite and Lapras in the back. I actually went 18 wins and 7 losses with this team, so this video includes some wins and some losses, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is obviously a meta team. Unfortunately, I can't use as much spice picks as I would have wanted to, because resources are limited. I don't have a lot of stardust and I prefer investing them in the Great League, to be honest. So anyway, about this team. Escavalier has a decent coverage with its moveset. I decided to go with Air Slash instead of Mega Horn, to have charge move that charge faster than Mega Horn and can hit the fighters like Machamp for super effective damage. Dragonite and Lapras are here to cover its biggest weakness, which is Charizard. So about this match, we encountered a great lead, but the opponent actually made some great plays right there, and I didn't pay attention to the amount of energy charged with its Venusaur, so now all my energy with Lapras is wasted, but thankfully I'm able to reach another Air Slash with Escavalier, and then the counter damage is enough to KO the Lapras. Really close game, GG. I encountered another great lead for me, and I made a mistake right there by switching. I shouldn't have switched. I just should have let my Dragonite go down. But right now I go for the Air Slash to let the opponent think that I don't have Drill Run. I'm able to reach another charge attack, and my plan actually worked. Good game. I encountered another good lead, and I charged a bit more because I was looking out from the switch, which I tried to do right now, but I made a mistake by going into Dragonite instead of Lapras, and right now in order to win the switch advantage I have to shield. Right there I decided to give up switch advantage and take the shield advantage, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to KO the Charizard before my Dragonite would faint. But right now I'm in a tricky position. I don't really want to switch to Escavalier right now because I still need it for the Venusaur matchup, and it was pretty low, even though it was close to a charge attack. So my plan right there was to take it the Snorlax as low as possible and farm it all the way down with my Escavalier to have a charge move ready for the Charizard that would probably come in. And right now I know that I'm able to reach another Air Slash Aerial Ace, I'm sorry. And this is a good game. Honestly, I don't know why I go with Aerial Ace right there. You should go with Drill Run, which is the same amount of energy and it's way harder. Thankfully the opponent actually shields, so it didn't really matter, but in case it didn't, then Drill Run would be the way to go. So again, I decided to take the shield advantage and not try to win the switch advantage. And right now I have to stay in this matchup against Golem and shield this attack because I need to take it as low as possible, because the false switch against Lapras will add up and it reaches its charge move extremely fast. And this is the reason why I went with Ice Beam on my Lapras, because in the zero shields it actually wins against Venusaur. So good game. So right there I decided to shield because I know I can get to another Drill Run and force the opponent to shield again. And then I switched because I didn't want the Ampharos to farm me all the way down. I decided to shield right there because I was afraid of the Dragon Pulse and I didn't want to risk it. And the opponent actually goes with Gallade, which is not a good response to Dragonite. I am able to KO it with Hurricane. And the opponent has another Thunder Punch ready actually. But I'm able to counter it down with Escavalier and Scrubbat in the back, so whatever it throws at me wouldn't one-shot the Lapras, and I have Ice Beam almost ready. This is a good game. Another Ampharos lead, and I decided to play it the exact same way, take both shields and then switch into my Dragonite. Only this time I decided to do risk it and not shield this Thunder Punch. Thankfully I'm able to throw the Dragon Claw right before he throws another Thunder Punch. And it's Charizard in the back. I made a huge mistake right there. I tried to throw the Surf right before it was at a Blast Burn, but I was too late and I decided to shield, which if I didn't, I could have won this game, because right now I'm not able to reach an Ice Beam and my Escavalier is way too low and I'm not anywhere close Aerial Ace. So I made some mistakes right there. Good game. Dragonite is a tricky lead. I can't really switch into Lapras because the opponent will counter switch obviously, and I don't want to switch into my Dragonite when the opponent's Dragonite has an energy advantage. So right there I decided to soak both of its charge moves, throw the aerial ace right there, and then switch into my Dragonite. I actually could have saved the aerial ace for later in the game, but it shielded, so it didn't really matter. It actually played in my favor. Okay, so I encountered a great lead for me, and I was surprised that the opponent actually decided to stay in this matchup until he decided to switch into Venusaur, which is not a good response to Escavalier. So I decided to save my Escavalier for the matchup against Magnezone, and right there I was afraid of getting hit by the wild charge, which would force me to shield, so I throw my energy right away, and the opponent had Machamp in the back, so I was in a tricky spot, but I thought I'm still in a good position because I was able to take his last shield. But the opponent actually plays it extremely well by charging exactly to the amount that they needed, and therefore is able to win this match. Great play by the opponent, good game. Togekiss is another tricky lead to deal with. Obviously I can't go with I can't switch into Lapras because the opponent will counter switch, and I can't obviously go with Dragonite, so I just have to stay in this matchup and do as much damage as possible. So I sack my Escavalier and then I go with my Lapras to farm the Togekiss all the way down, and thankfully the opponent is really weak to Dragonite in the back, so right now my plan is to shield whatever the Swampert is throwing at me and have my Dragonite face the Escavalier as well. I think I maybe made a mistake by going to shields down into the Escavalier matchup. I think I should have saved a shield for this, and the opponent actually decided to not shield this Dragon Claw, expecting the bait. Huge call by him, but now I'm able to take it extremely low, and my plan right there is to just ice shard it all the way down or have two surfs ready. Thankfully I had two surfs and I'm able to win this match. Great game. This time is actually an Earth/Togekiss lead, so I was more comfortable switching into my Lapras, but to be honest I still think this is a mistake because I shouldn't reveal my hardest counter to it, and I should have stayed with my Escavalier against the Togekiss and just suck it, just like before. So now I lost switch advantage and lost my oldest counter to Togekiss. I'm really not in a good position, so right now my plan is to take it as low as possible with my Escavalier, which I should have done in the first place without switching into Lapras. So, bad plays by me. And right there the opponent actually made a really smart play by letting the mug go down so we can farm a bit with Togekiss. So she made extremely good plays. Good game. Okay, so I saved the best game for last. I made a huge mistake by going into Dragonite right there. I blind switched in order to avoid the Lapras matchup, but Dragonite is not a counter to Drifblim. So right there my plan is to shield it twice and hope that the opponent doesn't shield this Hurricane, which unfortunately I'm not able to eat all the bubbles as well. Thankfully the opponent didn't shield and I'm able to farm it all the way down. And right there I safe swap into my Lapras, and he has Toxic Rock in the back. This is obviously not a good matchup for Lapras. I'm able to grab a shield, and right now my plan is to do as much damage as possible. I'm able to reach the Surf. The opponent decided to not waste his last shield right there, so I know the Toxic Rock is close to a charge move, so I decided to go with my Dragonite and throw the Dragon Claw right away and immediately switch into my Escavalier. The opponent still has a shield advantage, so I shield right there the Drill one, and he actually goes for Skull Bash, which is a huge mistake by him. He should have went with double Surf. So now he's able to take out my Escavalier, but thankfully I'm able to get to the Dragon Claw. Is it enough? It is enough with literally 1 HP. Amazing game. And this will be it for today. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.